Okay, if you work on the web, you've definitely felt the ground shake. Over the past year, the entire world of SEO has been, well, completely turned upside down. Traffic has just vanished, strategies that we all trusted for years have failed, and a totally new reality has emerged. So in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what's changed, why it's happening, and what you really need to do to survive and thrive in this new landscape.
And look, this wasn't just another algorithm update. Not even close. This was a fundamental, seismic shift in how search engines find and present information. It's left countless businesses, maybe even yours, just scratching their heads, wondering why their traffic suddenly fell off a cliff.
You know, it's one thing to talk about change, but it's a whole other thing to see it in the cold, hard data. And the numbers behind this shift, they are absolutely staggering. They paint a crystal clear picture of why that old playbook we all used is now officially broken.
33%. Just let that sink in for a second. According to brand new data from Chartbeat, that's the year-over-year drop in global publisher traffic from Google Search. Imagine a third of your audience, just gone. For so many sites, this isn't a hypothetical, it's the tough new reality.
And if you think that's bad, the situation is even more dramatic right here in the United States. Organic search traffic from Google plummeted by a staggering 38%. This wasn't some slow decline, you know? This was a full-on collapse that hit the absolute core of so many online businesses.
So the big question is, where did all that traffic go? Well, a huge chunk of it was basically just absorbed by Google itself. The content that got hit the hardest was what we call lifestyle and utility content. You know, things like weather forecasts, TV guides, quick facts, those how-to articles. This is exactly the kind of stuff that Google's AI overviews can summarize right at the top of the search results, which means users get their answer without ever needing to click on your link.
And the problem goes way beyond just those simple AI summaries. Even the really sophisticated world of international SEO has been completely upended. You know, it used to be enough to just translate your content, use the right tags, and you are good to go. Not anymore. AI models are now pre-processing all content on a topic, no matter the language, and then they favor what they call the most confident version, which, you guessed it, often defaults to English.
Now, this whole disruption, it doesn't just happen on the search results page. It actually starts way earlier, with the very bots that crawl the web in the first place. There's a new generation of AI crawlers out there, and you absolutely have to understand what they're doing.
Right, so here's the thing you've got to get straight. We can't treat all bots the same anymore. A really crucial divide has emerged between two very different types of AI crawlers, and the smartest website owners are making some big strategic choices based on this difference. And this slide illustrates that choice perfectly. On one side, you have assistant bots. Think of the bots that power ChatGPT or Siri when they need live up-to-the-minute info. They answer a user's question, and they can actually drive traffic back to your site. But on the other side, you have training bots, like GPTbot. Their only job is to scrape data to train these giant language models. They literally extract the value from your content without giving you anything back. And the result of that choice is just wow. Take a look. Coverage for OpenAI's GPTbot crashed from being allowed on 84% of sites all the way down to just 12% in a single year. Publishers are actively blocking these training bots, basically putting up a giant digital no trespassing sign and refusing to let their hard work train AI models for free.
Okay, so we've seen the insane traffic drops, we've met the new bots, but now let's get to the heart of it all. Thanks to some recent court filings, we have a clearer picture than ever before of what truly matters for ranking on Google.
This, right here, is a total game changer. For years, SEOs have suspected, we've all suspected, that user behavior was a huge ranking factor. Well, now it's confirmed, straight from Google in a declaration for the DOJ antitrust case. The data on how you, me, all of us interact with search results is absolutely central to their ranking systems.
And the system responsible for all this is called Glue. Think about the last time you searched for something, click to result, and then immediately hit the back button because it wasn't what you wanted. Glue sees that. It collects these enormous amounts of data on what we search, what we click, and how long we actually stay on a page. And that satisfaction data, it gets fed right back into the ranking models.
This leads us to the new golden rule of SEO. It's as clear as it gets. You can forget about keyword density, backlinks, all that other stuff for just a moment. If users click on your result and they stay there, you win. If they quickly hit that back button, a behavior we call pogo sticking, you lose. It is literally that simple.
Okay, so
Given this new reality, where user satisfaction is king and AI is completely changing the rules, we have to change our entire approach. That old checklist of SEO tactics, you can pretty much just toss it in the trash. It's time to start thinking about SEO as a product discipline. And this table shows that shift in a nutshell. In the past, bad SEO was all about chasing vanity metrics like traffic and rankings. But today, good SEO is about real business goals, like revenue and customer retention. It's about solving actual user problems, not just chasing keyword volume. And it means influencing the product roadmap from the start, not just reacting to it later.
Now, as part of that product mindset, especially for international sites, there's a new priority that's emerged: entity clarity. Think of it like a digital passport for your brand. It's about going way beyond simple translation to make it unmistakably clear to both people and AI who you are, what you offer, and which specific market you're serving.
So how do you actually build this kind of clarity? Well, it's not magic. It comes down to these really practical steps: having stable naming conventions, predictable URLs, consistent internal linking, and using structured data. But crucially, it also means building real, actual in-market authority with things like local citations, real proof that you're a trusted player in that specific region.
Ultimately, all of this, understanding user behavior, adapting to AI, building that entity clarity, it all has to be tied together. SEO is no longer this separate marketing channel you do over in the corner. It's now a core, essential part of your product strategy, period. And this new strategy really rests on 3 new fundamentals. First, solve real user problems. Don't just target keywords, design pages that actually help users get a specific job done. Second, build legitimate in-market authority to prove that you are trustworthy. And third, and this might be the most important one, create the stuff that AI struggles to replicate: original investigations, on-the-ground reporting, and deep contextual analysis. So I'll leave you with this question to think about for your own work. In this new reality, you have to ask yourself, is our SEO just a disconnected list of tactics we're throwing at the wall? Or is it a thoughtful system that's actually designed to build trust with our audience? Because looking ahead, that's the only thing that's truly going to work.